How you guys doing? It's Dave Hughes from MMA Weekly. We're going to start off with the event this weekend, and before I go any further, I'm going to address, it's not fighting per se, but I'm going to address the Will Smith thing. I actually recorded one and forgot to drop it. Now it doesn't make sense because the event went on. I talked about WrestleMania, but fuck it, because I forgot to drop it. But the Will Smith Chris Rock thing, what do I think about it? My opinion is Will's a fucking bully. I mean, Chris is half his size. The joke wasn't that bad. He laughed about it before he looked over and seen Jada. My opinion on the whole thing is, if you want people to keep your wife's name out their fucking mouth, tell your wife to keep dudes' dicks out of her fucking mouth. I'm not a big fan of Jada, never was. I don't see what Will sees in her. I don't. Maybe she's something I'm not seeing. Let's face it, she raised 2 children. Both of them are fucked up. Will has 3 kids, 2 of which he had with one lady, Jada, and one he had before he was married to Jada, who is a wonderful young man. Actually, he seems like a pretty good guy. And let's face it, Jaden is a fucking freak show. And Willow, I don't know what the fuck that bitch is on. She just fucked up. Like, I can't even listen to his 2 kids, man. They're the most entitled people I ever seen. And when it comes down to it, this whole episode that went on is some crazy white people shit. Thank God it wasn't black on white, white on black, brown, etc. Because this is some crazy rich people shit. Not even white people. Rich people shit. And I don't know. That's I don't know. But let's get into the real MMA instead of somebody smacking another man like a bitch. The Volkanovski Korean Zombie fights this weekend. I got Volk in this one. Definitely, I see Volkanovski by knockout. Second round, I'll call second, third round. Even if it goes the distance, there's just no way the Zombie can beat Volk. I don't see a path to victory for him. This was supposed to be Max Volk 3. Max got hurt, and now he's not hurt, so he was going to serve as a backup, but is what it is. On to the next fight, because there's really nothing I can really say here other than the Zombie's ground game is amazing, but I mean, Volkanovski was on the ground with Brian Ortega, probably the best jiu-jitsu practitioner in the division, if not in the entire UFC. And we seen what happened. Volkanovski was locked into a tight guillotine that how the fuck this man didn't go out, I don't know. But, you know, come on guys, we don't tap the neck holds. If it's a chokehold, you go out. It's a title fight, let's face it. Arm bar, tap, anything with the legs, knees, ankles, you tap. But if it's a choke, you try to get out of it until you can't get out of it. You don't be a Connor and tap on a chokehold. I mean, just go out. It's okay. You have a headache, but at least you didn't go out like a bitch. But yeah, I got Volkanovski second round KO. If not third, early third. The co-main event on this is the one I'm actually excited for. Peter Yan against Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain won the title from Peter Yan with a disqualification from Peter because he kneed him in the fucking face, a downed opponent. Why Peter didn't know the rules when he did it, I don't know. If anything, the title should have been stripped, not changed hands. I understand this isn't pro wrestling where disqualification, the champ keeps the title, but strip the title then till the rematch. I mean, let's face it, it's you can't give a dude that was getting his ass beat the title because he got kneed in the face. I always like to reflect on the Anthony Smith John Jones fight here. John definitely illegal kneed Anthony in the face. Accident, not accident, I don't know, but you can't knee a down opponent. Anthony Smith, do I think it affected the outcome of the fight? No. But Anthony Smith took the man's way out and got back up and started fighting. You can't be a bitch here. I mean, you just can't. It should be ruled a no contest, and unless it was a malicious fucking knee, and you had nefarious fucking thoughts before, and you keep doing it, like the eye poke thing. If you're fucking warned 3 times and you poke a guy in the fucking eye and you already had a point deducted and you do it again and it's done, you lose. That's a loss. If you kick somebody in the fucking balls and you continuously kick them in the balls, yeah, I understand that. But one bad knee, no contest. But I'm definitely taking Peter Yan in this fight. Aljo knew he couldn't beat Peter, so I think he went and got this neck surgery that he had done that delayed it. Why Peter Yan is the interim title holder, because he fought Corey Sandhagen. Oh, excuse me. And I might add, it was a hell of a fight. It really was. Sandhagen was there the whole time. I mean, these guys are head and shoulders above everyone else. I'd like to really see Cejudo come back into the 135, 145 pound division. And we could see a real Triple C, just UFC champions, if he come back. He'd have to fight Volk, and then, Peter in 135 and Volk in 145, which I don't know if Max Holloway can beat Cejudo. That wrestling's something, man. And Max's wrestling defense isn't as good as Volk's. But yeah, I'm gonna take Peter Yan in this one. Unanimous decision. I have him taken. We'll give Aljo 2 rounds. So 3 rounds to 2. Peter Yan. Now, here's the people's, what they're calling the people's main event. To find out if Khamzat Chimaev is the real deal or not. He's fighting Gilbert Burns, a multiple-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion. Just fought for the belt a couple fights ago. Got knocked out by Usman. But let's face it, I've told you guys before, I think Usman's pound for pound the best right now. Until we see what John's got at heavyweight, I'd say Usman's pound for pound the best. At the moment. Ever, of course, I still agree that John is. This thing with Chimaev, he is a freak. This is a fight I'm really, really curious about, because, I mean, this man has truly ran through every single fucking person they have put in front of him. He has out-wrestled them. He has out-boxed them. He's out-Muay Thai'd. He's only got one fucking significant strike landed against him in 4 UFC fights. And I mean, his last 2 fights, these guys are real deals, man. They're not nobodies. They're real guys. The Leech, I can't really say his name, but the Chinese kid they call the Leech, he fought him, and he ran right through him, picked him up, carried him across the ring, set him down in front of Dana, and continued to beat the shit out of him and then choke him unconscious. Before that, Gerald Meerschaert. Gerald Meerschaert, a lot of people don't know him because he isn't upper tier fighter, but he's a real guy. I mean, he's dangerous. He's a hell of a submission game, and he used to be able to take a punch, but Chimaev landed one straight right down the pipe, boom, ended his night. Like I said, one significant fight against him in 4 UFC fights. I mean, this isn't luck. This is obviously, they said this guy's work ethic is through the roof. He's been hanging out with Darren Till, so Darren Till definitely saw something in him that could make him a better fighter. I'm definitely taking Chimaev. I don't believe that he's going to end Gilbert Burns' night as easy as he has these other guys. But the kid's work ethic is second to none. He's crazy, and he's young, and he's very skillful. I always say sometimes that youth with a little bit of skills and power will overcome even talent and years of experience. Because, I mean, the young guy can catch you, man, but the old guy, he also can, methodically catch you. So I don't think Gilbert has a chin, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie about it and act like he's some amazing second coming of Gracie, but he got no chin. And in this game, it only takes one, especially from a guy like Chimaev. So yeah, I'm taking Khamzat by knockout. And I don't see a path to victory here for Gilbert. I really don't. Maybe catch him in a submission, but I mean, Chimaev's submission game is pretty tough. Now, the one thing I do notice about Khamzat, however the fuck you say these people's names, I don't know. But one thing I do notice about him is his body. He's a very long guy, but he also has a humongous neck. Like, the man's neck is like long as fuck. It's like 2-time neck. Maybe Gilbert, you give a guy like Gilbert that long neck and long skinny limbs, and you definitely, it's like a chubby kid at the fucking candy store. He's gonna scarf that shit up. So I don't know. I'm gonna take Khamzat by knockout. So that's my picks for this weekend. If anybody watched WrestleMania, I will touch upon it, even though it's not my thing. I didn't really, everyone that I watched, the only match that I thought was entertaining for me, that I liked, was seeing Stone Cold again. And even then, Vince McMahon got in the ring with Stone Cold again, and it was just fucking horrible. Vince, it was bad. It was really, really bad. Vince couldn't even take the stunner. So, anyway, so we'll go over it real quick. Brock lost his title to Roman. Ronda Rousey lost. Becky Lynch lost her title. Let me think here. The Mysterios lost to Jake Paul and The Miz. Yeah, I don't, anyone else, like I said, Stone Cold beat KO. Came out both nights, drank beer with the fans, shit like that. Stone Cold shit. But anyway, till next time, God bless. Take it easy.